Yo YouTube, what are you saying? Sluggy Beats back with another video, and today we're going to be breaking down a song I produced called Poppin by Baz featuring Young Crook.
Hey, I'm pretty blathered, my liver's pretty hammered and my lips in tatters. I'm not a rapper but I'm happy and that's all that matters. At a party and the man them scatter, pick a fatty, smoke gas like a rasta.
Did film this session on YouTube, so if you've seen that, you'll know a bit already. I've also reacted to it, so hopefully you've heard this song. And if not, you can always check it out after. But yeah, had a couple of comments just asking if I could break this one down. It's a really simple beat, so this is going to be a nice quick breakdown, but I'll also go into like the mixing a bit as well, just like a cool little, because I did like engineer this one as well, mix, master, all that good stuff. Yeah, so yeah, that's that really. Let's get into it. So if you've seen the original video of when we made this track, that we got to the studio and Baz said, yeah, I've got this song that I want to sample. It's a end of Avengers, if you're familiar with that film, where Captain America's dancing or some shit. Like, I don't know it that well, but yeah, something like that's happening and this song's playing and Baz was like, yeah, I want to sample this. So, ripped it off YouTube, straight up pirated it, don't give a fuck. And then what did we do? I think I reversed it and then chopped it up in the Q sampler. Unfortunately, I don't have the original like chopped up version because I bounced it just to save that CPU space. But yeah, so if you listen to the original sample, you'll be able to tell. Reversed it, chopped it up so then I could play it in the MIDI, and this is what we ended up with. And you can hear that like stutter bit is just like the beginning bit chopped up. It doesn't do that like in the chorus, it'll just play all the way through, or the verses I should say. So yeah, that's what it would sound like usually, but just for effect of going into like the verses, I just added the sort of stutter, it just shows the transitions there. Something I like to do in a lot of my beats, like just something like that, just chopping the beginning of it, really effective. Let's look at the drums. The drums, once again, really, really simple. Like, the whole beat is very simple. So yeah, it's just got that kind of like upbeat tempo, like, because I knew like Baz was pretty crazy with his spitting and it was going to be like really high energy, so I want those kicks going quite crazy, but I just decided not to put an 808 in this verse bit because I didn't want to like overcrowd it. And also you'll hear like when the 808 comes in the chorus, it's like really effective and it really just like boom, it shows a good impact. So yeah, this is the drums. I'll play you that with the sample. Yeah, so it's just a nice pocket for Baz and Young Crook to spit.
Hey, I'm pretty blathered, my liver's pretty hammered and my lips in tatters. I'm not a rapper but I'm happy and that's all that matters. At a party and the man them scatter, pick a fatty, smoke gas like a rasta. I must ask her, put this pussy on my moustache. Enough flash, enough cali packs on my lap. Bun that, wrap the strap, took the flap, grab the light and light the tip on my blunt. Hey, I'm so wavy like the Nile. Now there's plenty more fish, I'm pulling pussy with my style, getting wild, man, I'm coming.
So yeah, you can hear the beat's really simple, but I'm putting these like little interesting, like there's a beat drop
pussy
here,
on my moustache, enough flash, enough.
And then also like just bringing it down to the hi-hat here and just bringing it back in all together like this.
I'm so wavy like the Nile. Now there's plenty more fish, I'm pulling pussy with my style, getting wild, man, I'm coming.
Yeah, just stuff like that, really effective. Like there's a lot of that going on. There's another beat cut
telling me to slow down, fuck that. Ain't got time to be chilling, I got money on my mind all the time and there's pussy to be drilling. I'll be billing and billing, you got me hunting down a checkmate. The way I'm barring got your missus getting wet.
Hey, I'm trying to get paid. Roll up with YC, time freeze when we get blazed. I set waves, pick the best stage. See a bitch and take your queen like it's checkmate. I'm so blessed, hey, I'm not stressed or depressed unless a breast says, hey, I'm afraid that I'll change the way that. So
yeah, you can just hear I made these beat cuts after the vocals were recorded, and then I've just kind of used the kicks and stuff to complement their flow and stuff like that, because if I'd have done this before it would have been off-putting. So yeah, like when you make the beat to begin with, I'd advise just keeping it simple and then you can throw stuff like this in, so you can hear like the kick sort of follows the rhythm and it's just like complementing it, if that makes sense.
Billing, you got me hunting down a checkmate. The way I'm barring, got your missus getting wet.
Hey, I'm trying to get paid. Roll up with YC, time freeze when we get blazed. I set waves.
See what I mean? It just that kick, it just goes nice.
Up with YC, time freeze when we get blazed. I set waves.
And it's not taking away, but it's still keeping it interesting, because you know, if it was just the same beat all the way through, it's gonna get boring. Let's take a look at the chorus anyway, or the hook if you like.
Sexy lady, I'ma show why I'm on this. It's crazy when you're hating, getting paid while you're watching. Getting wavy with the hot chick. I can tell she must be faded where she shake it when she's squatting. Pretty face, she got cake, I got option. She gon' taste it in a way, I'ma stop this. At least mine, killer eyes like Hobson. I got time, be behind.
So yeah, it's just, again, it's just still the same trumpet sample that we've got here. But what I did is I like simplified the drums, so it's just like a nice straight rhythm, not taking that, you know, that snare out, so it's not crowded. I've sort of tried to open it up in the chorus, if that makes sense. So it's just a really simple beat, really simple with a kick, and then I just use a spins 808 just to fill it out and just make it sound, you know, impactful, even though it's sort of opened up, if that makes sense. So you're gonna just hear it's just got a real groove, it's just real open but goes hard too.
Got cake, I got option. She gon' taste it in a way, I'ma stop this. At least mine, killer eyes like Hobson. I got time, be behind.
And yeah, like as far as the beat goes, that's pretty much it, other than like we've got this riser effect and impact at the beginning.
Hey, I'm pretty blathered, my liver's pretty.
And then just another cool thing I did with a beat at the end is just exported the whole thing out. And then that was just so I could do this slowed down effect here, which you'll hear in a second. So yeah, it's kind of like a vinyl slowing down sort of effect. And if you're like curious of how to do that, I'll just see if I can copy this across. So what you would do is you use the fade tool here. And as you can see, it's already like that. But if you just have it, you can have it on normal fade, which is what it's going to look like to begin with. You know, say if you was just fading these two like this, a crossfade, which is what you would do to make the audio sound smooth transition into each other. Hopefully you already know what that means. And then if you've done a crossfade in Logic, I'm afraid I don't know how to do this in like FL. You just right click on it, slow down, and then it's going to switch to that vinyl sort of effect. You can sort of like manipulate that to sound different. You know, it can make it go quicker or slower, like what we've got on the original track. So yeah, just a really cool effect that you can throw in at the end of stuff. It's like really cool for these kind of tracks, I think. Like I say, that's pretty much it. Beat wise, it's a really simple beat. I'm not going to say this is a crazy beat, because it's just not. It's really simple. It's just how it came together, and it just left it really nice and open for, you know, the vocals. I'll just show you a few things I did mixing wise, just to keep it interesting again. I'm not like a crazy good audio engineer or anything. As you can see, the track is an absolute mess. Usually my tracks aren't that messy, I promise, but this one's just like, because we was recording it in the studio, making the beat, there's a lot going on, it just sort of ended up like this. But I'll just show you, like, we had the you know, when he says get it poppin', it's like nice and low. I think it's this bit. I'll show you this anyway. So we've got the ad-libs. This got sort of like a radio effect on, just so then it's not interfering too much with the lead vocals. So to do that, pretty much just scoop all the lows out. There's a great preset on this SSL channel strip thing from Waves. If you've got it, it's just right at the bottom, and it's Radio Vox. I use this on a lot of my ad libs, especially for like in the choruses like this. Like, it just
Man, this is crazy when you're hating, getting paid while you're watching. Getting wavy with the hot chick. I can tell she must be faded where she shake it when she's squatting. Pretty face, she got
yeah. So that's that, and then is this a get poppin'? Yeah. So that's a get it poppin' bit. That's just Little Auto Boy Sound Toys plugin. Low octave double is the preset on that. This sounds really cool. You can also do this with a plugin called Doubler by Waves. I'll just show you it quickly. Pretty similar effect, just sounds a little different. Where is it? Where's Doubler? And it's called, you got this one, Dark Fader, and then Dark Fader's Big Brother. I usually go for the Big Brother one, but
get it poppin',
pretty much sounds the same. Actually
get it
sounds a bit
poppin',
beefier, I think, to be fair.
get it poppin'.
Depends what kind of effect you're going for. Like for me, that the Dark Fader's Big Brother one is cool, but you probably want a bit less than what that's
Get it
giving.
poppin',
It's pretty extreme. Let's listen to the Dark Fader one.
get it poppin',
So yeah, that's more like the original Sound Toys one.
get it poppin'.
But yeah, if you've got either of those plugins, then you can do that effect. But I recommend getting the Sound Toys one, just because it's got more kind of cool effects like that. I mean, the Double Waves plugin I use on every mix as well, so get that too if you've got the money. But as a beat maker and stuff, you probably find the Sound Toys bundle just more for you, and you can do more with it. Like there's other effects like this,
Get it poppin',
and just
get it poppin',
you know, cool
get it
effects,
poppin', get it poppin',
whatever you desire.
get it poppin',
That's quite a cool one.
get it poppin'.
So yeah, you can hear there's lots of cool effects. Let's just listen to that DJ one. Yes, that's an even lower one. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Like really simple song. As far as like what I was using on the mixing chain, if that interests you, just got the channel EQ, SSL compressor /EQ, RVox from Waves, OTT compressor, which is a free plugin. We've got the de-esser, which I won't actually use, and it's just set up on there. The Greg Wells Vox plugin. And then on the buses, we've got a little plate from Sound Toys. We've got the doubler from Waves, which I mentioned earlier. Using micro shift from Sound Toys. That's just like to spread the vocals wider. What else we got? H delay. Love this preset called Rap Vox. Just like, as you can imagine, it's great on rap vocals. So yeah, I recommend picking that one up from Waves. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this one. Like I say, really simple beat, but hopefully you know it's just cool to see how the songs come together. If you haven't watched a video where we actually made the song in the studio, like the little vlog, then I'll put that on the recommended video like here, so you can click that and watch that, and it might be cool to see how it all came together if you haven't watched it already. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Like I say, this one was a requested one, not been really any beat making, but hopefully it's been cool to see how it comes together. If you enjoyed it, please drop a like, hit the subscribe button for more, drop a comment if you've got any requests, and yeah, I will see you next time.